Hey everybody, welcome to A World Awakening. I am Rupert and I'm standing in today for Andrea. It's so fantastic to have all of these guests with me here today. And I've chosen these people to be with me largely because they are regular viewers of A World Awakening. And so I thought, today let's have you on the show and have you actually participating. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Very
Great.
good.
Thanks.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Awesome. Now we are going to do a world peace manifestation meditation today. So I am going to explain what manifestation is. I am going to guide all of our viewers and everybody here in the studio through a manifestation meditation where our goal, our purpose is to try to increase the amount of peace in the world right now and to decrease the amount of violence and hostility. So that's really what we're going to be doing today. But I am, first of all, going to ask Laura and Tara to explain to us a rather cool encounter that we had the other day when we were doing an astral projection and remote viewing and remote communication with some reptilians. We reached out every week, every Tuesday. We reach out to a different species of aliens telepathically, psychically, and this last Tuesday, I think it was, we reached out to reptilians. Now, some people might be out there listening, thinking, "Why would you reach out to reptilians? Because aren't reptilians supposed to be bad?" Well, I've only ever known people that have had positive experiences with reptilians. And I really think that most of the reason why this species has a bad name is because they look a bit scary. A lot of people are lookist. A lot of people have negative discrimination towards entities, beings, and species and people because they look different to us. And I think that different appearance of the reptilians has led a lot of people over who knows how many decades or centuries to feel that they're bad. But we've only ever had positive experiences with them. So we reached out to them in peace, offering them love and friendship. And I'm going to ask Laura to explain, first of all, your perceptions during that event.
Yes, we were first doing a lecture on reptilians, and during the lecture, towards the end, all of a sudden, there in the corner of your room, I kept seeing like something was moving in the corner behind you in the room, and I was trying to figure out was it your shadow or what, and then I could sense and feel this energy, and there was like four beings like in the room with you, and they were reptilian. Now, one of them abruptly come up behind you, and I said, I stopped you in the middle of what you were saying, and apologies for that. But I said, Rupert, there's a being behind you. And do you feel anything on the back of your neck? And you said, and you stopped and you said, yeah, right here. I said, yes. And I believe it was Tara who said, yes, they're working on you. And you made a comment about you had hurt yourself or that or something.
Yeah, I'd picked up something way too heavy in my yard here while I was weed whacking, and my lower back was suffering a little bit.
Yeah. And also, with this happening, I said to you, I'm getting really woozy headed, like wishy. And you said, whoa, that's strange because that's what I was experiencing, I believe earlier. You said earlier that day.
Yes.
Um, then we proceeded to do this meditation. And that's when I really got a good visual, actual visual in the meditation of the female that was in your room. And she was actually walking around, but she was utilizing an instrument and she was conducting healing. This is how I was perceiving it. And she was a little thin, but she had this like crown that went down her head here. I knew she was a healer, and she was there to help you out. And there was also 2 others who were guarding, and one elder one there over, kind of like seeing this happening. Tara, you want to horn in?
Sure. I second what you saw. I saw the same exact thing. And I feel like what I perceived of the instrument was that it was some sort of cymatic medicine or cymatic healing with sound waves and frequencies. And that's maybe what caused some of the dizziness and the weird sensations. And I absolutely saw that happening. They were working on him to heal whatever that injury was, and maybe to piece something else back together that we are not aware of.
Wow.
Yes.
So not only did you both see a reptilian, or some reptilians behind me, you both saw a female reptilian, and you both saw that this female reptilian was utilizing a piece of technology on me. Hey, you guys, you've got to go away and draw pictures of that. New homework. I know you love it when I give you homework. Go away and draw a picture of that, and let's compare the pictures of the technology afterwards.
Sure.
But then during the astral projection, I asked this being to say what its name was. Do either of you remember what you heard and wrote down?
Yes. For me, I heard Tashasha. Tashasha.
Sounds a little bit like a sneeze.
Yeah,
Sure.
Tasha. That's hard to say.
Okay. And
And I
Tara,
heard-
what did you hear?
I definitely heard a tashish, like a tashish, tashish, almost exactly the same, but we can't pronounce it. So we just sound like we're saying tashish.
This is, I mean, the people listening today, you've got to realize that what you're hearing this is logical proof. Logical proof that we encountered a female reptilian who was utilizing a piece of reptilian technology on me, probably doing some healing, quite possibly doing some other enhancing and stuff as well, because that's what beings do to me, who responded with their name to something. This is proof that what we're doing is real. And very often we get not just 2 people perceiving the same thing, but 3 or 4. So that's pretty exceptional that we are making peace and establishing relationships with advanced non-human entities. So thank you, you two. And other people in here, I think, were in the same session and maybe didn't get the same perceptions. But, I'm going to ask Karen, even though you, like me, we're not as highly psychic as Tara and Laura, what contribution do you think that the other people in the astral projections sessions make, if it's not remote viewing?
We connect with each other, and so we provide the energy needed. So they're feeling our energy, and I think it's boosting everyone's perceptions at, them being able to perceive the beings a little bit more.
Absolutely. We connect with each other in a kind of a union, a collective consciousness, and then we access and project great love,
yes,
and peace and positive intent. And
yep,
everybody in the meeting is doing that.
Yes.
I'm going to welcome 2 or 3 other people to this session. Brendan, Liz, and Patricia. Thank you very much, you 3, for being here. I'm just going to ask a general question of you 3. Have you, in any of either during my events or following on from my online events that you've attended, have you had any interesting perceptions or feelings or sensations, like you're connecting with the group or connecting with other entities? I'm going to start off by asking Brendan. Welcome, Brendan, from Australia.
Thank you, Rupert. And it's an honor to be on World Awakening today. And thanks, Andrea, too. Yeah, just you feel like you have support from the other souls, and yeah, just like support from the group and everything. So it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Just through every day.
And you're surrounded by animals in your location. Can you explain
Yes.
what the presence of all of those animals?
Yeah, I've got there's a lot of horses around and occasionally a dog and a donkey. So I work at a sanctuary, and they come around and sometimes enjoy the meditation as well. So that's amazing.
There you go. Do you feel ever with them, either during meditations or even outside of our events, do you ever feel a spiritual connection with these beings?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I've seen a lot of things that are the same as others in the group have seen, and yeah, we share the experience. And yeah, like saw we were given like gifts at one stage, and I saw gave me like a triangle rock sort of thing.
Really?
And that was interesting. Yeah, that was interesting experience.
So during one of my events where we were astrally projecting, an entity gave you a triangular looking rock.
Yes.
Whoa. Do you recall what that entity looked like?
I think he had like or he or she had like a triangle sort of face.
That's awesome.
Big eyes, yeah.
It is fun connecting with these beings. Thank you very much, Brendan.
Thank you.
Liz, you've been to a lot of my events. What do you think is your most interesting experience, or an experience that stands out to you?
I'm going to answer that. Oh, nice to be here. Thank you. I'm going to answer that by not really answering it, but I think you'll be interested. A lot of us will go there and we'll see different things. And depending on who it is, we can see something someone else has seen another time, which I think is really cool. Because what does that mean in regard to the timeline? A lot of people think time is a human construct. And so I really find that interesting. It's fun. It's fun.
Fascinating. Thank you very much. And Patricia, I'm going to ask the same question of you.
Well, I'm the new kid on the block. I'll start with that. And I'm suffering terrifying stage fright at the moment. So sweaty palms, the whole thing. Thank you, please. And I hope to thank you. I'm hoping to get over that with the more interactions I have with you all, because I really enjoy getting together with you and learning from you. I've had conversations here and there where either we were in the group where I had things happen, or things that I mentioned to Rupert through messaging or whatever. But it all really pretty much escapes me right now. But I'm glad to be here. And I'm really looking forward to learning a lot more from all of you.
Well, thank you very much for being here, Patricia. We've all gone through it, the stage fright thing.
I'll get better.
And I am just going to say hello to a few of the, to everybody out there that's watching, but we've got comments coming in from Melissa. Thank you very much, Melissa in Kansas City. Thank you very much for being here. Brady, good to have you with us. Nikki, welcome and happy Friday. Andrea, hey. Thank you for leaving comments. And Laurie, thank you very much for being here. Maria, hello, hola. And did I say everybody? Jonathan, Effie is out there tuning in. So thank you, Joe, also. Thank you, all of those people, and I apologize if I've missed any comments there. So today we're going to do manifestation. What is manifestation? Manifestation is where we can use the power of our minds, of our consciousnesses, to affect the natural progression that we take and others take, the world takes, into the future. Every second of our timeline has the events that are going to happen, but also a large number, an infinite number of possible alternatives, all with different levels of probability. And what we can do is we can put our minds onto the future, and we can scan. I'm sort of, in my mind, I'm scanning left and to the left and to the right of a moment in time as I'm moving forwards along the timeline. I'm seeing a number of different possibilities. And what we can do is we can latch onto a possibility that is a preference of ours, and with our intention and desire and will, we can pull that in front of us so that we can move towards it. We can increase the probability of that possibility. That's what manifestation is, increasing the probability of a possibility. Now, a lot of people get manifestation wrong. A lot of people think that what you think will come true. Well, I've tried that and it doesn't work. We could try an experiment. I'd like everybody that's here today, including everybody out there watching, I want you to think of your monitor turning into gold right now. Did it happen for anybody? It'd be funny if it did. Now try and, with all of your intention and emotion and everything positive, every ounce of strength you have, really try to turn your monitor or your device into gold. If anybody that's out there watching, if your monitor turned into gold or your device, please leave a comment for me in the comments so that I can see that it happened. But it's not going to happen, because that's violating the laws of physics. That's violating the laws of the universe. There are some things that are possible. There are some things that are not possible. If anything were possible, then our world would be chaos. Like, well, some people would think our world is chaotic as it is, but true chaos. Like, yes, your monitor would be turning into gold. Your floor would be turning into custard. You would have, you yourself would be turning into a daffodil and then an ostrich. And, you know, if anything were possible, everything possible would be happening, but it doesn't. What is possible is limited by laws of the universe, whether we know them or not, and science is slowly establishing and uncovering and modeling and understanding these laws to the extent that our ability to manipulate and control our reality is increasing, but only within certain laws, like Newton's laws of motion, Einstein's laws of relativity, and things like this. So when we manifest, we can't do things that are impossible, but we can increase the probability of possible things. Now, I've done hundreds of experiments on this. I'm a space scientist, and I know how to do experiments. And I have done experiments where, for example, you can just take a coin with a heads and a tails, and you can toss that coin. And if you toss that coin 100 times, you're probably going to get close to 50 heads, 50 tails. And the more you toss it and you plot a graph of heads up, tails down, the more the deviation from the middle, from horizontal, will settle down, and you'll see it being 50-50. But if you start focusing your consciousness on the coin and intending for that coin to come up more heads or more tails, then every single time I do it, and every single time I do it with groups of people, we are able to deviate more and more and more away from that 50-50 in the direction we intended. Have any of you people here, have you been to my manifestation sessions where we've done the coin tossing?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. How did you all do on that?
Yeah, first
Yeah.
better I got.
It was a 50-50.
50-50.
50.
I started off doing less than 50 when I started manifesting, but the more you practice, the better at it you can get. And every single time I do it with a group, as a group, we get more. We do always succeed. And you can add up like the 20 or 30 times that you can multiply together a half by a half by a half by a half, about 30 times. That's how many times I've done it as a group successfully. And you get something like a 1 in a million chance that what I've managed to do with my groups would happen just by random chance. You can prove this. You go away and you practice it. I guarantee you'll get better at it. We are going to use that principle today. We are going to meditate, and we are going to look into our timeline, which is we're going to visualize like a path in front of us. We're going to look to the left, to the right, and see all the possibilities. Now, on this planet right now, and in this coming week, there is already laid out on the timeline a certain amount of peace and a certain amount of hostility, a certain amount of peaceful actions and a certain amount of aggressive or violent actions. What we're going to do is we're going to put our mind, not just the people in my studio here right now, but everybody out there that's listening, please join in with us. And I'm going to add that I told Andrea that we were going to be doing this, and she was very excited and very happy about it. So I know she is with us in spirit also. So we are all going to put our intention onto manifesting a more peaceful future. We're not going to do magic. We are going to apply our consciousness to the future. You know, I can apply my consciousness to the present right now, and I could pick up an object that's in front of me and I could shake it. That was me applying my consciousness to affect change on my desktop here. Laura's laughing because this is how I get her quiet.
I'm not talking. I swear. I'm not talking.
If anybody talks too much, this is what I do. No, I'm going to rephrase that. If anybody who is talking in a very intelligent and interesting way, but we've just run out of time kind of situation, then I will do that. Not because what they're saying is anything wrong with it. It's just a matter of time. Like when Bill says that gives us our 5-minute warnings, it's like a shake of the vitamin C tablets. Okay. So what was I talking about? We're going to manifest what is possible. We are not going to mind control people. We're not going to force people to do what they don't want to do. Every person that's out there that does something bad or wrong, they have the potential within them to choose not to do that. Whenever somebody is going to say something negative to somebody or about somebody, hostility of word, hostility of post or comment, hostility of action, negativity of action, they always have the possibility that they might decide for whatever reason not to be hostile, not to be aggressive. They always have the possibility of making a peaceful decision, either intentionally or because, I don't know, a random fly buzzes in their face and distracts them. We can do that. That's possible. That's a possibility. We can change the random flying route of flies and have them buzz in front of people's faces and distract them when they're trying to shoot somebody, that sort of thing. Those are possibilities. So we're going to choose possible ways to improve our future. What do you think? Have I missed anything off? Anybody?
No.
Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is, the people out there watching, you know, you don't have to join in if you don't want to, you can just observe. But if you want to join in, if you like the idea of trying to make this world a better place now and using your spiritual energy and your consciousness to assist us, then please do. Because the more people that do this, the stronger the effect will be. If you're driving a car or flying an airplane or a spacecraft, then please do not participate in this meditation, because I don't want you to crash into other cars or planets. Right. Let's, thank you. I'm getting some positive comments coming in. Laurie's going to join in with us. So thank you, everybody that's out there, everybody who's out there that's going to join in with us. I suggest that we silence our devices if our devices are not yet silenced. And I'd like to let people know that are watching, you can utilize this methodology that I am going to guide us through, not just to make the world a better place, but to make your lives better, to make your family environment more harmonious, to help yourself financially, to help yourself career-wise. It is an action. Manifestation is an action, just like picking up a shaker and shaking it. And any action can be positive and any action can be negative. And this is a group that only supports positive moral actions. So if you want to manifest something positive and moral, then please join in, pay attention, and you can help us to make the world a better place. We're all going to close our eyes now. And we're going to start to relax our bodies. We're going to let go of the tensions in the muscles in our feet. Consciously let the muscles in your lower legs relax. Consciously let go of the tensions in our upper legs. Relax all of the muscles below our waists. Release the tensions in your tummies and your backs. Relax your sides and your chests. Let go of all the tensions in your shoulders and your necks. Feel your biceps and your triceps relax. Your lower arm muscles, your hands and your fingers. Let our heads relax, especially all the muscles around our faces. Relax the muscles in your foreheads, your cheeks, your jaws, and all the muscles around our eyes. Release and relax. And we feel now our entire biological bodies relaxed. Do a little self-evaluation and ascertain if there's any muscles still anywhere in your bodies that are still engaged. If there are, focus on those areas and relax them. Disengage the muscles. And even though we remain conscious and alert and alive, we feel our biological bodies descending deeper and deeper towards a sleep-like state. Let your biological bodies relax. And we feel within our biological bodies our spiritual currents. We may be able to picture psychically our spirits. They appear human-shaped in their cores, with large, beautiful, glowing auras around the outside. See and feel your own beautiful, luminous, plasmic, spiritual energy flows through your fingers and hands, your feet, the soles of your feet, your toes, all the organs in your body, your legs, your arms, your spinal columns, going all the way up into your necks and into your brains, like gentle, silky, soft flows of spiritual current. Wash your spirits through your brains, through your thoughts, through your minds. Relax and soothe your minds. Let go of any darknesses within you, any hatred, discontent with others. Let it go. Don't let them contaminate you. Be bright, be loving, be kind and considerate, be evolved, be ascended. And we feel within our hearts the love that we'd like to share with the whole world today. Feel that love as a real tangible thing within you, growing stronger and brighter, filling your entire body with light and with love. And I would like everybody that's participating in this meditation, whether you're in the studio here or whether you're sitting at home or lying on the beach or wherever you are, to imagine your spiritual hands and arms reaching out and connecting first with me in peace, in love, and then with each and every one of my guests in the studio here today, and with our producer Bill, and with Andrea, and with Andrea's sister and mother, and their dogs, with everybody else in the world. Reach your hands around the planet and connect with all human beings peacefully, with love. Let us extend our love outwards to connect with all of the animals on this planet, whom we have such control over. We have the control to make their lives better or worse. Let us now choose to make their lives better. We extend peace, love, and happiness to all conscious entities. Let us all imagine wrapping our arms around the entire planet and embracing the entire ecosystem, the whole biosphere around this planet, and embracing the planet with love and light and peace, support. And now we bring our attention back to within our own minds. And I'd like us all to imagine that we are walking forwards along a path that is the timeline. We are walking at the rate of temporal time as we move naturally through the timeline. And all of us are walking together, and we can see into the future. Every second, every minute, every week, every month ahead of us. And right now on the timeline, we can see that there are areas of darkness associated with pain, suffering, and violence. We can also see that there are areas of light associated with love, kindness, compassion, consideration. And I would like us to focus on this coming week ahead of us. This coming week ahead of us that stretches out, possibly looking a bit like 100 meters or 100 yards into our future along this timeline. And see that there is some darkness and some light. And in the places where there is darkness, see to the left of those darknesses and to the right of those darknesses other possibilities. Possibilities that are not currently happening in our futures. And I would like us to find the possibilities where there is more peace, less violence, more love, more light. And extend our spirit hands forwards. Take hold of those light areas and pull them in front of our paths, displacing the negative and making our paths brighten. I would like us to look at the entire week ahead of us, to our left, to our right, and look for any people in the world who in this week are going to use guns to hurt people. See them, see those occurrences as darknesses all around the planet. Let us move our attention to those people, and we move into those people not with hatred or hostility, but with love. We approach them gently from behind, and we gently, respectfully place our hands on their upper backs and shoulders. We connect with them and we pour light and love into them. And we move into their thoughts. And we enable them to see other possibilities. No forcing. And we let them see the possibility of choosing to turn away from hostility, not to pull the triggers, to feel an empathic connection with the people they were just about to shoot, to not let their anger cloud their judgment. We ask them to please put their guns down. And we let them feel satisfaction that their spirit has been strong enough to overcome the darkness. And let us take ourselves to all of the people in the coming week who are in charge, all of the people who are making decisions to tell people to attack, to push buttons that launch missiles or rockets, to give the order to go and hurt people. And we approach them, again, not with hatred, but with love. Let us put our spirit hands gently, respectfully on their shoulders from behind. Let them feel a loving presence. Let them feel the knowledge that there's more. There is more than what they're doing. There are higher powers. There are higher ideals. We pour love into them and we move to their minds and their thoughts. And we give them the idea that maybe they can show a greater power, a greater wisdom to anybody that's watching them. by deciding to use their strength to heal people, to have peace talks, to retreat from battle, to retreat from violence. Let them feel empathy for others. And we see these possibilities, these better possibilities, as brightnesses that could be pushed or pulled onto our timeline ahead of us. And we reach out our spirit hands and we will those people to make wiser choices. We will the timeline to brighten. We displace darkness from our paths. And we collectively see everybody's timeline on this planet. Billions of timelines. And let us see all of them brightening, becoming less dark. Let us see now love pouring into everybody's timelines. Peace being adopted as the highest priority in our lives. Push those possibilities into everybody's timelines. Hold those brightnesses firmly in place. Lock them in place. And then we let ourselves drift back into our own thoughts, our own minds, our own bodies. Feel a harmonious flow of energy throughout our entire bodies, our spirits and our biological bodies. Center your bright, loving, spiritual hearts where your biological hearts are. Draw in your spirits into your hands and your feet. Take hold of the health of your spirit and flow consciously, clean, healing, harmonious energy flows throughout your entire body. Let love radiate from your hearts. And in your minds, decide that if there's anything that you can do in your lives, psychically, manifesting, or biologically, physically, in your everyday lives, if there's anything you could do to make the lives of others around you more peaceful, loving, or happy, then make that resolution to do so, because it's the right thing to do. We hear the sounds around us again in our environments. We feel the temperature of the air on our skin, the touch of our clothes on our skin. And we allow ourselves to come out of this meditation when we're ready and let our biological eyes open. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for participating in that. Did anybody have any interesting perceptions here that they would like to share with us? Sometimes when we're doing this sort of event, we do feel or perceive other things going on. I felt like we weren't alone. I felt like we had presences with us. You felt that too, Laura?
Yes, we were not alone. The Galactic Council was with us.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Tara?
All of them.
All of them. All of them.
Sirens, the ants, the mantids, the reptilians, the tall grays, the short grays, they were all there.
Yes. I saw every single one of what you just named.
Yeah.
Also,
And more. There's like a multitude behind them, like of support.
right. And when you spoke about gently placing your hand on them if they had a gun to help, a rush of guard is how I perceived it. Actually encased us like there was guards.
Like you felt protective for?
Very protective for every single person that has participated. A rush. There were so many entities. It was just, but these were guards, and that's what I perceived. Did anybody else have any perception like that?
What did you perceive,
pretty
Brendan?
much the same as what Laura said. Like I saw a couple, I'd say, entities sort of things. Like there was one with the head shaped like a triangle again with the bit of I'm not sure what you call it, but
The chin?
yeah. And I felt like my arms going out and touching on someone's back, and yeah, it's sort of like a crowd around or something. It was interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, sort of felt. Yeah.
Yes.
That is awesome.
And the old man joined me.
The old man.
He never does this.
Oh, your cat, old man.
Every time we meet, he's here.
Well, that is wonderful. Anybody else want to share any perceptions?
I feel like there's a lot of people out there that were being healed, people that might not totally be connected yet, and they're going to notice it in the next week, month, year. They're going to really embody the things that we all stand for here with the universal peace and happiness. And
I agree with you, Tara. A lot of people were receiving healing tonight. This was I had gotten an intense heat. I started sweating really bad. I mean, real bad sweating, and then the tops of my hands and my forearms were burning, like not burning, but a harsh tingling sensation running down, and that was from the energy that was happening at that time during that meditation. And I did perceive in that moment that everyone was receiving an opening of their third eye and healing through their body. And yes, Tara, they're probably going to start experiencing certain sensations, even maybe starting this evening, but throughout the week, they're going to sort of go, this is different. I'm feeling different.
a lot of darkness will shed away and joy will refill those spaces. Yes. I suggest to sing every chance you get.
Singing is good. We haven't done singing in a while. We should do that sometime soon. So, people out there that are watching this or listening to this, this is the kind of thing you can do yourselves. Or you can join us in our group. We have a steadily growing community of loving, caring people who are trying to bring enlightenment and ascension, peace, love, and happiness to all beings. And if you would like to participate in this sort of thing, then please join my Facebook group that is entitled Galactic Wisdom. Please join my Patreon group that is entitled Galactic Wisdom. Those are two places where you can participate in weekly events if you would like to. I'm going to ask one last question of my guests here before we finish this show, and that is, other than world peace, if you could manifest anything, either for the world, for the universe, or for yourselves, what would you manifest? And I'm going to go in the order that I see you on my screen. Laura.
I really do want world peace, but for all humans, you just stop and look at what's around you, the beauty, that's around you and into your own family. Look at your own family and the beauty that's there with your friends. And if you do run across a stranger in shopping or wherever, just smile, because that alone is going to break through the darkness, and it will grow. It will just continue to manifest and continue doing the domino effect is what I call it. That's what I hope for.
Thank you very much, Laura. We only have a minute and a half left, so I'm going to limit everybody to 15.5 seconds each. Patricia.
I'm not looking for anything to rescue us as much as I'm hoping that we can sort of like help us to rescue ourselves, like to, I'm not looking for that.
Yeah, we've
I mean, like
we've
just
got to save ourselves. We can't rely
aware.
on others. Thank you, Patricia. Brendan.
Pardon me. To share love with your animals and like go up and just hug them or spend time with them. Yeah, something like that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I agree.
Good.
A lot of people who are into reaching out to non-human entities often overlook the fact that they're all around us on this planet, and we need to start treating them better before we can really expect for other entities to come in and think that we're going to treat them any better. Liz.
Oh, I've been thinking about this a lot. The people that have resources willingly share between humans, the animals, share the resources, feed the poor, not feed the poor, feed everyone, just share and treat them all with kindness. And can you imagine how bright this world would be? Now, I'm from Oregon. It rains all the time, but it would be so much brighter if we just shared, right?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
Tara.
I have one simple request, and it's to replace the food systems that we have with clean produce, no mammals.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Just
Yes.
a small request.
Everybody go out and watch What the Health and Cowspiracy and Forks Over Knives. And if you like James Cameron's stuff, go out and watch The Game Changers. Karen.
Happiness and happiness in nature. Go out and enjoy everything that nature has to offer.
Beautiful. Thank you all so much for being
Thank
here
you.
in the studio with me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody that is out there watching. Please help us to make the world a better place. Peace, love, and happiness to everybody. Take care. Goodbye.
One love.
Thank you.
Good night. Much